You yourself have lived through so much, seen so much. I mean, you were exiled twice from your native Uganda during the Idi Amin regime, the bloody, awful horror of that regime. You've written about the Rwanda genocide. You're not unfamiliar with the grim realities out there. What gives you any affirmation about the human experience these days?
Look, I went through the Asian expulsion during Idi Amin. I had just come back from Harvard, writing my PhD thesis. I had come back as a strong African nationalist, and I was thrown out as an Indian foreigner in the space of 3 months. And I was preoccupied with understanding the kind of history that brought about this kind of conclusion. And I understood that a demagogue could ride legitimate, real grievances. It's that understanding which illuminates for me the world today in many ways. Because the demagogue, the terrorist, if isolated from legitimate grievances, is not hard to handle. So for me, even the war against terror is not primarily a military war. It is a political war. It is a war which must identify real grievances so as to isolate the demagogue from the people on the ground.
And those real grievances never, in your mind, justify what happened on 9/11?
Of course not.
That's demagoguery.
Of course not.
Yeah, right.
Of course not. But that's what demagoguery is about.
Yeah.
It is about turning the population into bystanders, into as if they are watching a baseball game, as to which side is going to win, with no thought that they will ever participate in the game. The whole point is to open up the game and bring them on.
The book is Good Muslim, Bad Muslim, America, the Cold War, and the Roots of Terror. The author is Mahmood Mamdani. Thank you very much for joining us on Now.
Thank you very much.